Hello, future fellow weirdo of the flock. You left Bizarro World. It's so fucked up there. Wait. You were so fucked up and so freaked out by everything you found out in this age of truth. You ran past the Twilight Zone. But along the way, you met a girl.
I love it! You guys are so great!
And you're walking with this girl down this pathway. One side looks so great. There's pink and there's rainbows. There might have even been a unicorn, but you can't prove it. But it's so bright and it's so beautiful. You get to the fork in the road and it's dark. And you think there are creatures staring at you. But then you saw a raccoon. And as you're looking, you notice there's a light. And it's really bright. And you're like, I want to know what that light is. So, you and the girl take the ride. Wrong one. You took the ride. And then you rolled into the most offensive church this side of the universe, the party pen. We got for you. Welcome. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. I've said that twice. Haha. So, what we do here in this most magnificent place, we read this great ass book called God Said. No, it's called God Said because he did not fucking say that. And anybody can tell me he did say that, but if I can't find it, he didn't fucking say it. So, good times. So, this is God's unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by your hostess with the leastest, the saint of awesome, your superstone sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. Clap for me. Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll collect your dollar bills at the end. No, I'm mostly just kidding, except for I'm not. I would like some cat food. So if you feel like donating to the Church of Cats, I could use it. Just saying. You don't have to, but Christmas is coming and I have lots of cats. So So anyway, welcome. I'm pleased to introduce myself to you. But come on in. I have everything you need to have good time and also to be able to concentrate on this wild ass fucking story. We have all kinds of characters. There's God. He talks in God voice. He doesn't talk in trumpet. He's like, "Hi, I'm God," and God voice, "It's me." Yeah, he does that. He breaks in sometimes. And then we have these terrible ass people voice, and they come in, and it is like a whole, it's a Jerry Springer episode, ancient style. It's great. Anyway, come on in if that sounds fun. I have cannabis, cigarettes, coffee, chair with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space. Bring your animals because I have tons of animals.
Awesome!
Thank you. I appreciate that. So bring your animals and have a seat because we are on Jeremiah. Hold on, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, I got my Johnny Depp Mega Pint back. Let me tell you about. I found my Johnny Depp Mega Pint. I'm so happy because I need a lot of coffee. That a half a pot of coffee fits in this thing. So every time I drink one of these, I'm drinking a half a pot of coffee. I need to slow down. So anyway, we are on Jeremiah. No, we're not on Kings. Jeremiah 40. Hold on. That shoes I hate say to him. Okay. And do you seek great things for yourself? Do not seek them. Oh, yeah, that's right. God told Jeremiah to tell this guy, Baruch, um, hold on, he said, hold on. Okay, you said because this shit is terrible and it sucks. He says, I do what I want, whenever I want. So, what do you want? Like, what do you care? But I will give your life to you. Oh, yeah, just because you're complaining, I'm going to make it worse. But don't worry, you'll be fine. Well, you might not be fine, but I'll let you live. And whatever happens, happens. Because you're like, my life sucks. You have no idea, but you'll live through all the suckiness. And that's what God told Jeremiah to tell this guy, Baruch, who wasn't, well, he was a prophet, but he wasn't like a prophet. He was a guy that hung out with prophets and just, whatever. But he hangs out with Jeremiah and he writes stuff for Jeremiah. So I think Baruch is a pretend prophet because he knows prophets, so he just acts like a prophet. But he has his own book, and I haven't read his book yet. But just reading through Jeremiah, Jeremiah is calling all the other prophets fake prophets. He's like, nah, if your prophet says everything's gonna be fine, he's fucking fake. So, I'm not exactly sure where Baruch lies in this. But as far as I know, he just hangs out with prophets. And God really isn't even treating him like a prophet here because God would be way tougher on a prophet. Like extreme, like if you heard what he does to these prophets, oh my God. Like he fucks them up, literally leaves them shells of themselves. So I don't think Baruch is a real prophet. I think he just hangs out with a prophet, so he's like, I'm a prophet. Not totally sure. We have to read his book. Hey, Muddy, you're here. How? I haven't even got to reading yet. I'm still trying to figure out what Baruch is. But anyway, let me turn on my side chat so I can see it for real. Okay. So, how was your day? How was church? Miss Muddy, I found a series uh, for you and I to watch. It's from a guy called In Pursuit of Truth. I followed him when I followed Q, and he makes these docu-series, and it's five five videos long. They're 2 hours each. So I figure maybe we could like watch one a day or whatever. But it's super enlightening. And I've already watched them all at least 3 times. And I know that if we could get everybody to, well, okay. First, I should say, I should preface this, and I can't preface it on the online. So I'll have to preface it on the offline, somewhere else. Maybe I shouldn't ask you that because it's one of those conspiracy truths. They say it's conspiracy, but it's not conspiracy if it's true. So it's like kind of one of those things. Yay! Awesome. But no matter what this says, I kind of think that's what happened. And please don't unfriend me. That's all I'm going to say. It's got you enticed, don't it? Look up In Pursuit of Truth. iPod. iPod 1776. Yeah. His name is Sir Patrick Mack. But you can just wait for me to surprise you with my anti self. Yeah. Because these terrible people are bad guys. Oh, yeah, I remember what I wanted to say. Me and my doctor finally found out what's wrong with me. It's called dissociative identity disorder. I don't have with slight manic tendencies, I would suppose, but I have dissociative identity disorder. I'm a did. You're wonderful, Miss Muddy. I'll wake up early tomorrow so we can watch it in the morning. Maybe, and never mind your first break. We'll watch it. Just let me know. But we're going to watch it from the top down because I think no matter which order you play it in, it goes together. Because really, these videos, it seems like the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. So I think watching it and counterclockwise, it might make more sense than watching it clockwise. Somehow that makes sense in my mind, but we should go 5-1. I'm a did. I did. I'm a did. But I guess that is way better than them guessing what sedative I need. Maybe I don't even need a sedative. They'd be like, take her off the sedatives. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to take me off those. They're insane. I sleep too long. I don't get my stitches out until Wednesday. So be here with me this week. Yeah. Well, you know I will. We got TV to watch. And it would be better to watch this with somebody who knows what's going on. But it's a horrendous tale. And America's the bad guy for the first time I've ever believed it in my life. The Democrats are bad guys. I shouldn't say Americans. The Democrats, because they caused all of that. Just, I don't like them anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. I, we are in chapter 46. Okay. Okay. The word of the Lord, which came to Jeremiah the prophet against the nations, against Egypt. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait, wait, wait. What's happening?
I don't know. Okay. Okay. So Jeremiah said this concerning the army of Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt. Oh, wait till we read about this guy. Because I'm pretty sure this is the one. The one that what? I don't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure he did something. Don't ask me what it was, but I remember him and he did something. Okay. Which was by the river Euphrates and Carchemish, and which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, defeated in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, king of Judah. What am I doing?
Yeah. Order the buckler and shield. Draw near to battle. Harness the horses. Mount up your horsemen. Stand forth with your helmets polished and the spears. Put on the armor. Why have I seen them dismayed and turned back? There, there, their mighty ones are beaten down. They have speedily fled and did not look back, for fear was all around. It was a Charlie. Do not let the swift flee away, nor the mighty man escape. They will stumble and fall toward the north by the river Euphrates. Who is this coming up like a flood? Those water. Oh, whose? Who? Who is it? I don't know. But his waters move like rivers. Egypt rises up like a flood, and its waters move like the rivers. And he says, I will go up and cover the earth. I will destroy the city and its inhabitants. Come up, O horses, and rage, O chariots. Let the mighty men come forth. The Ethiopians, the Libyans, who handle the shield, and the Lydanians, who handle bend and bow. For this is the day of the Lord, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge himself on his adversaries, which is all you terrible ass fucking people, shall be scattered and made drunken with their blood. Yeah, the Lord God of hosts has a sacrifice. The North Country, by the North Country, by the river Euphrates, go. No, hold on. Oh, you did say that. I remember I did say this. Hold on. I'll tell you what I said because I'm gonna tell you. Go up to Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. Vain you will see. No, hold on. In vain you will use many medicines. You shall not be cured. The nations have not heard of your shame, and your cry has filled the land. For the mighty men have stumbled against the mighty. They both have fallen together.
Hold on. Okay. The word that the Lord spoke to Jeremiah, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, would come and strike the land of Egypt. Bam! Yeah. Okay. Wait. I got something to say. God's got something to say. What is he gonna say? Yeah.
What do I have to say? I said something. What did I say? Okay. Declare in Egypt, proclaim in Migdol, proclaim in Noph and Tepanhes, Tef, Tapanhes, Tapanese, Tapanese, ha ha. Yeah. Say, stand fast and prepare yourselves, for the sword devours all around you. Why are your valiant men swept away and did not stand? Because the Lord drove them away and made many fall. Yes, one fell upon another, and they said, arise, let us go back to our own people and to the land of our nativity. For the oppressing sword, they cried there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He has passed by me. Uh, he has passed by the appointed time. What is happening? Holy shit. This is so long. Why? I don't know. Look, as I live, I live a long time. So, while I'm alive, which is a long fucking time, by the way, I might say, hey, Robert, hold on. Where am I at? Oh, yeah. Verse 18. I'm at verse 18.
Okay. Remind me where I'm at. Hi, Robert. Is that Robert? I can't read. Hold on. Wait, is that Robert? Robert. Yeah, that's Robert. Hi, welcome, Robert. Is I don't get my stitches. Yes, we're gonna watch in Discord because I don't know how to ask permission for things. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do to be able to watch it. And I don't want him to be offended because there's only a couple verses in there and he didn't get them wrong at all, but they need more context. And not everybody reads the Bible like I do. They just read it. You know what I mean? They read it for the messages or whatever. I just read it to know what it says. And there's a couple things I want to put context on or whatever that's not given in those verses. And maybe he'll watch my conspiracy Bible reading and like it and make a nice video about me. Who knows? But I want to put my channel in there. I want to put my channel over. And maybe if I can get you to email him Miss Muddy and tell him how special I am and that I really want to, that we really want to watch his video and talk about it. Something. I don't know. But we need to put my channel over to somebody and start explaining me as special. So then maybe a lot of the trolls that everybody's afraid of coming in, if I'm explained as special or something like that, maybe they won't troll me so bad. But we need to put my channel over. Because, it takes like 8 to 20 years to become an overnight success. I'm almost at 8 years, and I sure as the fuck don't want to be. In 20 years, I'll be fucking almost 90 years old, almost 80 years old. And I don't want that because hopefully I'll be famous before that. Not famous, that's not the right word, but I don't know what other word to use. Did I drop the link in Discord? No, no, but I'll send it to you. Just remind me and I'll send you uh the last one, like where I want to start. Because I think watching it backwards to forwards would make more sense than watching it 1 to 5. Because it's almost like the ending is the beginning and the beginning is the end. Whereas his 1 through 5, he started at the end. Like he started at the college campuses and worked it all the way back to like the Crusades and shit, past the Crusades, where these terrible fucking people started doing all their money shit or whatever. I don't know. Okay. Miss Muddy, you are the most amazing. You know what I'll do right now while I'm thinking of it and not forgetting about it? No, we won't. In pursuit of truth. right here. Yep, this is his channel. Anyway, he's absolutely fucking amazing. DM it too. Okay. Why don't we do that now? Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to do that. How do I? I don't. How do I message you? Oh, right, like this. I am El Retardo. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Sub to him. He's fucking amazing. Yeah. All right. And don't forget, call me special and put my channel over. And ask nicely if we can watch his and comment on his pop series on YouTube. Something like that. And put my channel over. Yeah. Make sure you say, like a conspiracy Bible reader. So when he watches my shit, he's not like, what the fuck is this? You know, I don't know. Anyway, anyway, now we are at verse 18, and God says,
I swear on myself. I swear on myself. I know I said don't swear to God because God is God. And if you're swearing to God and you're lying, that's taking my name in vain. But I'm not fucking lying. I'm promising. I just want you to know I promise on myself, me, God, right now in God voice. Oh, hi, by the way, I'm God. Look, look, I swear on myself. What? What is happening? They cried there. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He has passed by the appointed time. As I live, whose name is the Lord of hosts, surely as Tabor is coming, the mountains and Carmel by the sea, so shall he come. O you, daughter, dwelling in Egypt, prepare yourself to go into captivity. Because I fucking told you all this already. I said you come here and I'm gonna pull you by your hair where you need to be. Back in the house because you're a hose bag. I told you, don't come here. It's the ghetto. And you don't belong in the ghetto, except for in Babylon where I'm putting you. Yeah, say something. For naught shall be waste and desolate without a habitant. Egypt is a very pretty heifer. Oh, you guys told me this word. Hold on. It's heifer. Heifer. It's a fucking cow. Okay. But destruction comes. It comes from the north. Yeah. Look. Look. Let me. Hold on. Where am I at? I'm on verse 20. Look, I want to say something.
I'm going to say something. It's me, Nikki, right now, in Nikki voice. Listen, in World War II, I think these terrible ass fucking people were called Mongols. That's what they were called in World War One or World War Two. I think it was World War Two. They were called Mongols. And remember, my theory has always been Babylon is an Asian thing. Nebuchadnezzar is an Asian thing. And I don't know when Genghis Khan did the Genghis Khan thing. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe was he Nebuchadnezzar from the north? Maybe his name wasn't even Nebuchadnezzar. Because these people have a funny time changing history. And we'll learn about that in the documentary series. But anyway, I just want to say that because I also think these people, Babylon was somewhere in Asia. I can't prove it, but that stood out to me.
Okay. Okay. Where was I at? Okay. Now I know. Also, of also, her mercenaries are in her midst, like fat bulls. They're fat, for are they also or turned back. They have fled away together. They did not stand, for the day of their calamity had come upon them, the time of their punishment. Her noise shall go like a serpent, for they all march with the army and come against her with axes like those who chop wood. They shall cut down her forest, says the Lord, though it cannot be searched, because they are innumerable and more numerous than grasshoppers. The daughter of Egypt shall be ashamed. She shall be delivered into the hand of the people of the north, not Babylon. The Lord of hosts. Oh, no, wait. I said, behold, I will bring punishment on Ammon of No and Pharaoh and Egypt with their gods and their kings, Pharaoh and those who trust in him. And I will deliver them into the hand of those who seek their lives, into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and the hand of his servants afterward. It shall be inhabited as in the days of old. But do not fear, O my servant Jacob, and do not be dismayed, Israel, for behold, I will save you from afar, and your offspring from the land of their captivity. Jacob shall return, have rest, and be at ease. No one shall make him afraid. Do not fear. My servant says me, for I am with you. For I will make a complete end of all the nations where I have driven you. But I will not make a complete end of you. I will rightly correct you, for I will not leave you wholly unpunished. See,
Somebody needs to read that to the Mormons. God's going to destroy everywhere that he sent these people. So he's going to take them back to Jewland. God is not coming to America. God is going to destroy America. And somebody needs to read that to the Mormons and be like, this is what God said about your bullshit. This is what he said. He didn't give you special permission. No, he didn't. As a matter of fact, God says the exact opposite of what all y'all say. Yeah, it's a thing that happened. Just gonna throw that out there. Pick it up off the backboard. Yeah, slam dunk. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, that's the end of chapter 46. A female heifer before it has a baby. After a baby, then it's a cow. They won't listen. They never do. That's why they're fucking terrible. I mean, all of them are terrible because all of them take what God and Jesus said and turn it into bullshit. Blather. Blah, blah, blah. The New Jerusalem is Utah. Bitch, go somewhere. No, the fuck it's not. It's exactly where it's always been. It's just going to be reborn with new terrible ass people before they become terrible ass people again. Yeah. It's going to be a whole different kind of Jew. It may be like the old ones, but they're renewed. They said they're sorry. So God brought them back. That's what the fuck he's saying. He's not saying I'm gonna pick Utah because reasons. God's not gonna do that. God only cares about Jewland and Israel and Judah. And he only cares about Judah because of David. So, I mean, well, actually, Israel and Judah used to be one place until they got mad at each other and started fighting over the bloodline of David. Because Israel said they had more blood in David than Judah did, but David was a Judah. David was a Judah. Yeah. But Israel tried to claim him, but it never worked out that way. Then David became king of Judah. He was originally king of everybody, but then he was like king of Judah and then king of Israel. And then Solomon, well, then David became king of everything, and then Solomon was king of everything. And then when Hezekiah became king, it was some shit. Was it like whole lot of stuff happened? the Ark of the Covenant was stolen and we never heard about it again. But according to that Ethiopian thing, they have um they have the Ark of the Covenant. Although in the New Testament, Paul talks about what's in the Ark of the Covenant. So it seems like Paul knew where it was. So it still exists. And then Miss Muddy said, well, actually, Revelations also says the Ark of the Covenant is in heaven. But who's to say God just doesn't make it appear in heaven because he wants to start over or he wants his suitcase chair back? Not exactly sure. But that's all I know about that. Whatever the hell I was talking about, that's what I know about it. But, oh, that's the other thing. I thought Moloch was an owl. See, I learned a lot of stuff today for no reason. For something I've watched 3 times, but I only remember a couple things. They were talking about Molech, the demon guy, right? But in the festival that I saw, or whatever, the festival they were having, Moloch was a bull. But on that certain island that's owned by one of these terrible ass people that he bought from the owner of the Victoria's Secret, they had an owl that was called Molech. And Hillary Clinton was talking about Hail Moloch in her emails. I got to read some of them before they got all fuckered up. I used to have them saved on a hard drive, but I can't find it. John Smith took it. Or a secret spy took it. I don't know. But I used to have them, and she had mentioned Hail Moloch on there. And then that's when we found, it said, I don't want to say we found because I wasn't a part of it. I only heard about it after the fact. But I heard there was an owl on that island that they called Moloch. So now in my brain, I'm all confused. Is he an owl or is he a bull? I don't know. I'm afraid to look. I don't want to look up the demonology bullshit on my computer. I wish I could go to the library, but I don't even know where the library is. But, Miss Muddy, you know more about this stuff than I do. Actually, you might not know about any of it. I don't fucking know. What about you, Robert? Are you still here? Probably not. It looks like everybody left. Well, that's okay. That'll give me time to roll a cigarette. Yeah, I don't know either. You know what? I'll just ask Google. What is Molech? Images. Oh, he is a bull. Huh. Yeah, he's a cow. Hold on. Which demon is an owl? Hold on. You know what? Oh, his name is Stolas. Stolas is the owl god. Huh. I don't know. The Bible never said that guy's name before. But apparently Moloch is a bull. So, whatever. And why do devil demon guys gotta be animals? Especially sacred animals. You think that's why? Because they're sacred? Because in another part of this book, we're going to read about the cherubim being cute little cows. They are. The cherubim are little cows. Probably not the black and white kind. Me and my dad looked up where those came from, and there is no proof that there was ever a black and white cow before a certain time. And nobody knows where they came from. Black and white milk cows are aliens. They just showed up here. But um, again, I don't. Damn, something happened. I don't really know, but it seems like it's time for bed. Hey, Miss Muddy, if you write him, let me know. Let me know. Tell me what you said. No, you don't even have to tell me what he said. Or what you said. He might email you back, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, you don't even have to email him. I'm so nervous because, man, his documentary thing, these documentary things that he does are so amazing. Like the work that he did in the Q movement and explaining stuff. He was the one I watched mostly for that kind of stuff. And then he broke into this dumb uh, documentary making. He like dived right into it. And it was so amazing. And it's like, oh man. He moved over to Rumble for a long time and then just came back on YouTube recently. So it's like, yay. I'm glad he's back. Because I live stream on Rumble and I used to only put my videos there. And nobody fucking watches Rumble. I don't know. It's something about it. I've had 65 subscribers for like 7 years, 8 years. I've just started out at 65 on Rumble. Nobody goes there anymore. But Rumble has the locals thing. and a lot of the lawyers and stuff are on locals, but I don't know how to get on local. I don't know what it takes. I'm hold on. I'm going to create a post for your community tab. You're going to tag him. We'll try that first. Yeah, but do you think that's proper? Well, I tagged him once before in something and he never even looked at it. I I tagged him on Twitter though, I think, and it was a long time ago. Under I think I had a different name. Oh, he has a fucking lot. He's a really big YouTuber for conspiracy truthers. Like it would be, can I say it like this? I'm gonna say because I don't know any other way to say it. I think if a sub of mine was to email him that they want me to do a live stream on these things because I'm a fan and I want to, you know, comment on his video live, something like that. I- Well, you probably would know how to word it better than me, but I think if a sub of mine emailed him that you want me to comment on these videos, he's more than likely he's more likely than not to say no, or he's more like to say yes than no if maybe a sub of mine emailed him. Hold on, we'll look him up again, but he has a lot of subs. That's the wrong one. Uh, 200 and 83 283,000 subs with 627 videos, and a lot of them have to do with the Q, I think, not unless he deleted all of his Q videos. A lot of people did because YouTube was purging Q supporters. Yeah, bring his channel up. Okay. Share. Yeah, right here. And it's these right here that I want to comment on. These pop videos. you know, it would be pop one right here, pop two, they go. But I wanted to watch them from 5 to 1 because I feel like that would be a more linear thing because it was hard to keep up trying to go backwards to forward instead of forward to backward. It was kind of hard to understand what the fuck was happening. But I think watching them 5 to 1 would be way easier. Hold on. Does he have a playlist? Yep. That is right here. View full playlist. But he has other playlists on here, like other documentary style things that he's done, which I've watched all of these also, but this pop one, these pop ones are really good. They teach history from before World War I to right now. And and I found out the whole 6 million Jew thing is actually a lie made up before there was even a Holocaust in like 1891. They were talking about 6 million Jews worldwide, and somehow it turned into 6 million Jews at the Holocaust, which is not what happened. They just recycled this number since like 1891. But anyway, do you want me to send you the playlist? Hold on. Playlist. Right here. I'm going to post it right here because I have too many tabs open. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. If anybody else wants to sub to him, he's amazing. And his name is Sir Patrick Mack. That's his name. And he's got a whole line of merchandise. I haven't bought any of it, but those are the only commercials on his videos. Well, I'm not gonna, no, I can't say that because I have Dustin bought premium, so I kind of have it, so I don't have commercial breaks. But he just puts a commercial in his thing for his own attire. I haven't bought any of it, but I don't know. Man. Our yeah, we can be done with this, right? Okay. So, my dear Miss Muddy, are we ready for bed? Okay. Yeah. All right. So, everyone, it's time to give the pillow the best head with our lipstick on. And then give the sheets the best ass it's ever had in its life. And it'll give you baby oil booty rubs. And then have the sweetest. Yes, I took my meds. Yeah. And if you're watching this stuff with me in the morning, is that Neil? Hold on, I can't read that. I think that's Neil. Oh, no, that says host. I Oh, I'm reading it the wrong way because I'm fucking retarded. Anyway, I love you, Miss Muddy. It is time. Hold on, right now. It's about. Time to end.